Hello viewers, Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. Wherever you are in the world when you're watching this, a huge hello to you. Thank you for supporting my channel. Today I wanted to look at the subject of UFOs. People have been asking about it. It's been all over the news. I want to look at, are they actually legit? We see this footage. Some say it's been released by the Department of Defense or the Pentagon in America. Some say that it could be something like drone technology. Others are pretty convinced that these are aircraft or ships, or however you want to call it, that have technology far superior than anything we have on this earth. So, you know, I guess for the Pentagon to release these, it kind of puts UFOs a little bit more out of conspiracy theory lane and into something that is really plausible. Of course, we know we can see the universe, we can see the stars, we know other planets exist. We would be foolish to assume that we're the only living beings in this universe or other universes that we don't know about yet. So I just want to look at it through the cards and see what I can pick up about UFOs. If we've got time, I'll ask another political question, but for the moment, let's just take the UFOs. Now, what's my first question? Are they real? Do they actually come here? Do they actually visit the Earth? So, UFOs. So, tuning into that energy here. So what I'm getting here is almost like the walk on the moon. So somebody putting a flag up. If we are traveling ourselves to other planets, why wouldn't other living beings, other races, travel here? So it's exploration. So that's a part of it. And I'm also hearing timing. That's another part of it as well. So, yeah, the universe is a vast, what is it? It's hard to put it into words. In terms of the design, so I'm taking a spiritual perspective here, that other planets, other beings, other races are also part of this design for our universe. The universe doesn't begin and end on Earth, I guess is what I'm, spiritually speaking, what I'm trying to say. All right, so, yeah. And there is also an opportunity for us to explore this as well, and what this means for us. Okay. So I'm trying to stay out of conspiracy theories and also be open enough to contemplate what I think is pretty logical, that there are other races visiting this earth or exploring or reaching out. And they would have technology that we don't have, or could have technology that we don't have. So, our first question, are UFOs real? Are they real? So I have the 10 of coins, and this is Virgo energy, Mercury. Virgo, Mercury. So this is Earth energy, I guess. Mercury, of course, is communication. And, of course, Virgo, we have work. So it could be in some way, if we take a higher view, that they are actually trying to communicate with us. The 10 of coins is handing its legacies. It's the family card, wealth, family wealth. But if I look through the doorway here, it's like there's something otherworldly here coming through, that through the skies, if you like, and we've got the earth here, and we're looking at these pentacles through the doorway. This is the Tarot of Dreams by Cairo Marchetti, for those that watch. or watch and want to know what decks I'm using. So I'm getting a real pull here to earthly communication or communicating with the earth. So we have the Eight of Cups. So again, there's something pretty cosmic about this deck in itself, but we've got somebody walking or leaving something to go somewhere else. The traditional meaning of the Eight of Cups is moving away from what no longer serves you and moving towards something else that does. So in a way, the Eight of Cups is about change. It's also about evolution, evolutionary forces here. So we've got a Saturn and a Pisces feel to this card. Saturn is the existing knowledge, governmental structures, and Pisces, of course, is at the other end of the spectrum. It's expansive horizons, exploration. So I'm feeling these two cards in a way, and I just ask you to go, suspend your logical, but let your imagination ride with me, if you will. But these cards seem to say to me that the first impression I got about divine timing or timing, that we may be ready to hear this. We may be ready to know this. Both presidents, former presidents, have come out or in interviews have actually said that they can't really explain, that the pilots that see these crafts, they can't explain. They say they don't think it's drone technology because it's actual ships that they're seeing. So I think there's something around breaking down with that Saturn influence there, breaking down a level of what we thought might be true about our world. It's like when you're growing up. You think that your universe is only your mum, your dad, your home, and then you start to take those tentative steps and you find out that there's a lot more there than just what you see around. So that's the kind of feeling I'm getting from these cards. Let's see what's at the foundation of this reading. The Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins comes forward, again, another earthly energy. But she has Sagittarius, the Sagittarius symbol behind her. This is associated, as I said, with Virgo, Capricorn. So it's interesting, Taurus, it's interesting that I see that Sagittarian symbol there. She comes forward and brings domestic security, abundance. So, I guess we have to contemplate that as just as much as we search for new resources, new places, other races might be doing that as well. And I'm not saying that they are, but there is an element of exploration that looks at, I guess, what we can harness. So, interesting reading. In the past, we have the King of Wands. The leadership, the courage. These people could be explorers in some way. But again, I'm getting Sagittarian imagery here. Now we have the full moon, lunar full moon coming up. So we're going to have sharing of knowledge that we haven't had before. Why did the Pentagon release this? That's interesting at the time that they did. The Page of Swords in the sky, what is crowning our reading? I keep getting, this is air energy, communication, Mercury, Gemini. So I feel that, we could even have communication between these UFOs and Earth. Whether we find out about that or that something like that is released or whether that's yet to come. The potential is communication between these aircraft. I'm just going to call them that. unidentified flying objects. It's kind of like a 60s term. But these aircraft and Earth. The Four of Wands, yeah, there is a coming together here. I'm seeing the doorways at a kind of archetype level. Doorways coming through here. So I don't think we can question that they're actually here. It's why they are here. So I'm not questioning the legitimacy of them. I'm looking at why they are here. And the Eight of Wands, there's something around communication here. Mercury and Sagittarius energy here again. Fire energy. So, what's at the base of the pack? So we've got the Chariot. So I think, you know, the Chariot is a journey, and it's like, hold on for that journey. I think we might be going to get more information about UFOs. Perhaps the Pentagon is testing the waters, releasing this information, and testing. I think we've had communication. I think they've had communication between these aircraft and Earth in some way. Okay. The next question is why they're here. So yes, they are legitimate, and at the higher level, it is part of our evolution, I feel, spiritually. It's part of our evolution to understand at an earthly kind of level that we are being visited by other races. We're not the only living being in our universe or other universes. So why are they here? Why are they here? So exploration, communication. Why are the UFOs, or why are these aircraft visiting Earth? King of Swords, investigation. Investigation, reaching out, exploration. So, you know, checking us out as much as we would be checking them out. Now, we've got the challenge of, so I've got a Mars energy here. The Tower card is challenging that. I think this is also, a lot has been hidden. And again, that Saturn energy breaking down, you know, what we thought was our real governments hiding this. I feel in some way this is part of the divine timing to bring this forward. What's at the base of the pack? The Ace of Wands, new start. A lot of communication energy I feel here. A lot of fire energy, a lot of Sagittarius energy. What else is here? Yeah, the Ten of Wands in the past. Leaving behind old cycles. It's about evolution. It's about moving forward. This would be a giant step, wouldn't it? To actually have some communication with these aircraft. The Knight of Wands coming through. Sagittarius, fire energy, Leo, Aries. The Knight of Wands, movement forward, and a plan or a project, an inspiration here, an inspiration to move forward. So part of this Aquarian energy that we are in 2021 could be witnessing a communication between aircraft from other planets and the Earth here. We've got Jupiter in Pisces, the Nine of Cups, some kind of miracle, what we would perceive as a miracle occurring, and the Seven of Wands having to do, you know, defend ourselves. Or defend ourselves, that's not the right word. We're not going into battle with these beings. But it is about how we perceive other, you know, that Mars energy. And I'm just getting a draw to that 7th house as well. So how we perceive other relationships, whether we're threatened by them or whether we see the potential there for us. So we have Justice at the base of the pack, and the Empress, abundance. So can we work together? Can we benefit from other beings that live in our universe? Is there an opportunity to share technology, for example? Can we work together? Can we work together with other beings? Can we work together with other beings here? Sagittarius, I'm getting that Sagittarian symbol. Sagittarius is about learning. We can learn from them. Can we work together with them? So we've got the Nine of Coins. You know, they've got something to offer us. They would bring something of value. And this is the Virgo energy, isn't it? Work together. So this could be exchanging technology that is of benefit to the earth. Wow, okay. The Ten of Wands is in the challenge position. Again, can we end that old cycle of we only want to know about our immediate environment. We don't want to consider something else. That is the challenge. It's breaking Saturn and Sagittarius here, breaking down those old forms of belief, because I get the impression that we would need to be open to it, and enough people might be open to this, which could be why they're appearing now. We have the King of Swords investigating this, investigating what could be exchanged here. Now, in the past, we have the Tower again, this Mars energy breaking down old structures, old, secrets. It's time for the secrets to end and to move forward into that truth. We have the High Priestess, which is the moon here. The High Priestess crowning this reading. That's the realms of the subconscious. Now, she has a message here on this card. Darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery. Darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery. So, yes, it is mysterious. It is, when we think about UFOs, it's, again, we want to put our feet on the ground. We want that comfort of that Saturnian energy, safety, knowledge that our structures are, almost, I'm not going to say mundane, but we all create our own environment, our own world. So the structures, the Saturn structures that have served us for so long, we've created them to bring forward this security, but there's something else fermenting at the moment, something that we want to. It's an exploration. We are, and that's that Sagittarian energy. We are explorers. We want to know the truth. We want darkness into darkness. The key to all mystery. We want to penetrate that darkness to find out what's behind that door. We want to open that door. And the Knight of Swords, we want the truth. So in releasing, the Pentagon releasing this footage, is they are releasing a truth. One would have to wonder why they are doing it now, when we've had unidentified aircraft in our skies since the last century, since the 60s, etc. So there's a movement toward loosening the chains of of wanting to share this energy, of bringing forward a truth. So I want to say also, this is Capricornian and Aquarius energy. So moving into, These cards are incredible. You can see the glyphs here, the Capricorn and the Aquarius energy bringing forward a truth. It's no accident that we're seeing more and more truth coming forward now. You know, we are also seeing a lot of polarities. And in those polarities, we're recognizing the good and the bad. When I say the good and the bad, I don't mean good and evil. I mean what serves us, what we can bring forward as useful knowledge, useful ideas, and what we need to leave behind. And that is true for both polarities. But so there, as a result of that, there's a more truth coming forward because of that conflict and tension. And the Ace of Wands. Yeah, so there is something to share here. And there is truth in what the Pentagon has released or what they're trying to do. The Three of Wands. So again, this we've got a ship in the sky and we're observing that. And so there is a bit of a time lag here in between the releasing of the UFO footage and where we're going to take this. Now, I know some of you are wondering, are they benign? Are they benign? Because we would say if we were putting our foot down on Mars, are we benign? Are the human race benign? So I do feel that because of the advancement in technology that's clearly obvious in these aircraft, that to get to that evolution, they must have tackled some of what regresses us as a peoples. You know, we've just been through the last 4 years, or we're still in that, of not even being able to see the truth in something. Moving back into conspiracy theories of the 1950s. That's not advancement. Okay, so we've got an emphasis on truth. So are these beings that are visiting the earth, because I feel that is true, are they benign? Are they benign? So we've got strength. Well, they're strong. This is Leo energy, strength. The strength. They are more advanced. And I do get a pull. You'll see that triangle and star over the third eye. So these are beings that actually don't question the truth. They see it quite strongly. Okay, that could be why they're here too, and observing what has been going on in our world. And we've got okay, so this is the Palace of Coins. In this deck there are 4 extra cards. This is earth energy. So I think there is observation here. Observation at what we are doing. Observation of the level of evolution on the earth. So yeah, they're observing us and what we're doing. Now, at the foundation of the reading is we have justice. Justice. You know, we've lost something and then we get something back. This is Libra energy, balance. Okay, so I have to be forthright here and say that they may not like what they see in relation to our regressiveness, particularly in the way that we harm or hurt our own environment. It's like, because we can't see far enough outside of our own circle, we can't ever get that higher perspective. Judgment. Judgment. But this is also Pluto. Well, this is Pluto energy. Judgment. An inevitability. But this is in the past, okay? So the earth is going through, has been, humanity is going through, has been a massive shift brought on by huge changes in our circumstances, in our societies, in our structures. And this is what Pluto does. It makes us drill very deeply down, dive very deeply down, and confront our demons. So they're here observing this time. Why are they here at this time? Because of what we're going through. Now, I have the Queen of what we've been through in this last couple of decades, but particularly the last 5 years, as we've regressed in many ways, or we've had to look at the shadow side of humanity. Now, what is crowning this reading is the Queen of Cups. I asked if they were benign. Yes, they are. This is Cancerian and Gemini energy. So the Queen of Cups also has something to reveal. So we've got dolphins in the background. I mean, need I say more? Are they benign? Yes, there is the potential for them to be benign. The Nine of Swords, Jupiter and Libra. So this is anxiety. They are worried. I have to read these cards. They are worried. I'm going to pull a full Celtic cross here. They are worried about how we are treating not only Earth but Earth's people. There is some level of worry about which way this is going to go because of this Plutonian deep dive shadow energy. We are confronting our shadow selves as a race. The Knight of Coins. This is movement forward, reliability, Taurian energy as well. We've just come out of Taurus. And we have endings. Okay, this is also this Capricornian energy as well, transforming something. We're in this transformational energy, death and rebirth, shedding of old skins. In the hopes and fears, we have the Knight of Swords, communication, truth, Capricorn to Aquarius, energy. And we have the Five of Coins. So again, I get this pull to observation, Taurus, Mercury. So the shadow side of ourselves, they are highly advanced beings. The Ten of Swords, the ending of old cycles. The ending of old cycles and the beginning of new ones. Ending of the old and the beginning of the new. You know, Taurian energy is very much about the earth. It's Gaia, but it's also ourselves as well. We can't divorce ourselves from our environment, our earthly environment. We are earth dwellers. We are part of that. So, very much an observational energy here that I'm picking up. And the Page of Cups, of course, some kind of surprise or revelation occurring to us as well. The Ten of Coins, the doorway here, and we have the communication showing themselves, and of course the Three of Wands, this ship in the sky, horizons that we may not necessarily have considered before, and we've got manifestation energy. So this is where I'm going to come out. I feel the earth in a way is at a tipping point. Climate change is accelerating. The permafrost is melting at a rapid rate that scientists can't track. We've got exploitation of areas that shouldn't be drilled, mined, and resources taken out. I'm talking about the Arctic. They're here really. It's like They're here to see, or here to observe what we're doing to this earth. So in a way, they're kind of like earth keepers. It's interesting that Pluto shows up and the Justice card, both, you know, the soul and Justice, karma, soul and the karma. So very much here because of the time, because of what we're going through, what the earth is going through. Transformation, evolution, shedding of old skins. There is the potential for them to be benign. However, I feel also a strength about them as well. Do they want to help us? All right. I'm at 30 minutes, 30:31. So let's, one last question. Do they want to help us? Do they want to help us? Again, sharing technology. There is that potential here for the sharing of technology. Do they want to help us? 6 of Coins. I asked, do they want to help us? We've got Libra here. Justice handing us something. We've got Taurus, the earth, the moon. I think what they want to do is help the earth. And they can perhaps do that in ways that we don't know about. And I'm getting a real pull to that kind of third eye communication, ESP, the Ace of Swords communication. Okay. So they do want to communicate with us. It may not be in traditional terms. They do want to help us. And we've got Jupiter and Leo energy victory. The Page of Coins, movement forward. So there is possibly already, and I'm getting a bit esoteric here, possibly already communication going on with those that are open to it. So we have the Tower and we have the High Priestess, yeah. Awareness is where I'm coming out, an awareness through this kind of thought, ESP, dreams, signs, synchronicity, awareness. I'm just getting psychic awareness of the gravity of the time that we live in. It's about reversing course in some way. Yeah, reversing course from this toxic energy here. Again, moving from Capricorn to Aquarius, restriction. And the Queen of Swords, getting us to see the truth. So many of my viewers have said so much truth is coming out now. We're seeing so much of what we didn't see before. And in a way, that's kind of exciting to see what kind of revelations might be coming. But it seems the collective is influencing things in more ways than what we can actually see. But we actually can feel or know that the collective is bringing forward the truth through the polarities. Even though we think that's they're negative, we're so polarized. Truth is emerging. We're bringing that forward as a collective, and it seems that is the important critical point that we're at. And these aircraft are there to observe and also to help. But there's also a level of worry because we have free will. We could go any way. And this is the time that we live in at this time. So much potential, but also free will. Which way are we going to go? And that's, I think, why they're here at this time. That's my intuitive impressions, a little bit of clairvoyance, a little bit of card reading, a little bit of clairaudience, and a little bit of inner knowing, and a little bit of logic all thrown in there to give you that reading. That's my take on it. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you.